This first speaker is one of them who did not say no. Alhamdulillah, I've known him for many, many years, have a lot of respect for him. He has done so much for New York Muslims. I just really am so honored that he decided to come and talk to us. Imam Al-Latif from the New York Majlis Shura. See, I'm too nervous. So can you come up, please?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi. And alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu. Wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyi'ati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah, it is my pleasure, alhamdulillah, to be here, and only for Sister Layla and you young, beautiful young people, subhanAllah. You know, only you could bring me all the way from Long Island to speak for 10 minutes. 10 minutes? What can I say in 10 minutes, you know? So, again, in keeping with the theme, and the program, I want to just, make, a few comments and give our young people some advice. And I love addressing young people, because when I became Muslim almost 50 years ago, I was 19 years old. I was young myself, and I understand the struggles that young people go through, so I can relate to them real well. And I still feel that I'm young, alhamdulillah. There's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ where he said, when a person dies, all of their good deeds, it's finished. They can't do no more good. Except three. Except three. A person who did sadaqah jariyah, perpetual charity. In other words, while they were living, they spent money, or they built some institution with their money wherein people again get benefit after they're gone. And number two, the second thing is that they leave knowledge. They leave knowledge that people will continue to benefit from. How do they leave knowledge? Their writings. Their writings. Hence, the importance of writing. And the third thing, of course, is righteous children who will pray for them, when they're gone. Righteous children who will pray for their parents after they have passed away. And so again, writing is very, very important. And this is one of the ways we leave a legacy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Alladhi alama bil qalam, that Allah taught by the pen. You know what I'm saying? SubhanAllah, very significant. Surah An-Noon, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Noon wal qalami wa ma yasturun. So Allah swears, by the pen that writes. So the pen is powerful. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that the first thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created was what? What? Tell me. The pen, right? And he commanded the pen to do what? To write. So writing is powerful. Okay? Someone once said that writing, is more powerful than the sword. MashaAllah. Okay? So here's what I want to do, just to give you again just some advice. And I've seen some of the books already, and I'm familiar with some of the authors that are here, and those who are not, who have written, in many different subjects from our community. All right. So what I want to do is, alhamdulillah, just encourage you and to remind you in your writings, whether it's literature, poetry, novels, storytelling, or your religious experience. Whatever you do in that regard in terms of writing, always remember, let it reflect the dawah of Islam. Because our purpose in life is to worship Allah and call mankind to worship the Creator. People need a connection with the Creator. So let your writings and, let your storytelling and the things that you write about in some way reflect the spread of Islam, the teaching of Islam, because mankind is in need of that. Let your writing, whether it's the literature, poetry, novels, storytelling, let it uplift people. Let it be the kind of writing, that give guidance, to people in the world. to all humanity, not just Muslims. Because again, people need guidance, and that's our job, you see, to spread the guidance of Islam. Let your writing, your literature, your poetry, your novels, your storytelling, let it offer solutions. Let it offer solutions to the problems and the challenges that mankind is facing. Family problems, how to resolve from an Islamic perspective, a social problem, poverty, injustices, racism, bigotry, all that. Let your writings reflect all of that. Because again, the spirit of enjoining good and forbidding wrong, this is what we're supposed to be about. We ain't supposed to be wasting no time in our writing. Our concern should be the same concern that the Prophet ﷺ had, for his fellow human beings. Guidance. And that's the bottom line. Let your writing, let your literature, your poetry, your novels, your storytelling, let it reflect the importance of having a connection with the Creator. People are disconnected. When we look at all of the problems all over the world, people are disconnected from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you a gift. Everybody can't write, just like everybody don't read. You see? Sad, it's sad. Okay? All right, but it's a gift that Allah is giving you and bless you with right. So let your pen, change the world. Leave a legacy. You see, when people pick up your books, even after you're gone again, while you're in the grave, people are benefiting what you do, what you wrote. Remember the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ said, if Allah guides one person through you, this is better than red camels. Red camel was a commodity that was very precious during the time of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And finally, if you're an advanced writer, go beyond the treatise and the books. Think in terms of volumes. To become a writer of volumes, of books that can benefit mankind. When you think of volumes, think of people like Imam Ghazali, who wrote volumes to guide the Muslim community and to guide mankind. Think of Ibn Taymiyyah, who wrote volumes, and many other great writers and leaders, in our tradition, in terms of faith, volumes. And when I say writing, being qualified to write volume, I mean you have to, again, you have to advance your knowledge. You got to be qualified and capable so that you can leave something that mankind can be guided by. I often think about, one of the things that one of our great African ancestors, Shehu Uthman Danfoudi, who ever heard of him? MashaAllah. The great mujaddid or revival of Islam in West Africa in the 18th century. He was a great scholar from our faith tradition. And he realized during his time, he said, we need some new literature. We need some new writings. We're always depending upon the classical books that Ibn Taymiyyah and all the elders wrote, but we live in a different world now. Different times, so we need to change, you see. So alhamdulillah, he began to write books and encourage his students to write books that fit contemporary issues. See, so let your writings be like that as you advance. Keep in mind that Shehu Uthman Danfoudi, his daughter's name was Nana Asma'u. You ever heard of her? SubhanAllah, a great writer, you see. And so she used her writing skills, you see. She was a poet. And she used her poetry, to teach Islam, to teach the 5 pillars of Islam, to teach the articles of faith, to teach fiqh and how to practice the basic and fundamentals through poetry, because people like poetry, you see. So she was a master at that, you see. So those are the examples, you see. And you can do the same thing, And I would encourage you, to go for it, man. To go for it. Be all that you can be, as they say. Be the best. The Prophet ﷺ said, Inna Allah kataba al-ihsana ala kulli shay. That Allah has prescribed. Some people translate Allah loves those, who does things with excellence. But actually the word kataba, Allah has made it a duty upon you that whatever you do, you be the best at. See, that's the idea. So again, in your writings, in your, writing literature and poetry and things of that nature, subhanAllah, all of the writings that you do, alhamdulillah, let it reflect, again, guidance, give hope to people, let your writing, again, solve, the problems, you know what I'm saying, and give mankind guidance and get them connection with the Creator, and, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, again, bless you all, and thank you, Layla, for giving me the opportunity just to say a few words to our people. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.